Hey everybody, what's going on? Hey, it's James, back here on the VC after many months. Um, just busy with life, doing other things. Buying records, not as much as normal, but anyway, just thought I'd get back in here, have some fun, show some things, exchange some ideas. That's what it's all about, man. Show some stack that, or some stack of some of the things I've purchased probably as recently as the last 2 weeks and maybe as far back as 6 months ago, maybe more. So yeah, let's roll right into it. Let's go. First one is do some jazz first. This is Marilyn Crispell. This one, there's that glare again, is normal. It's been a long time, but I still have the same issues in life. Marilyn Crispell. This is a quartet on the Cadence label, 1983. You have Billy Bang, John Betch, and Wes Brown on guitar on some of this. Recorded actually 81, 82, released in 83 on the Cadence label. Nice record, Marilyn Crispell. Next one, little avant here, Charles Gale. This is a trio. Charles Gale with Dominic Duval on bass and Arcaduus Gotamanis on drums. This is on the No Business label. I know everyone out there, a lot of you are familiar with this label. They do a lot of free avant stuff, modern day. This one is recorded 2009, but Charles Gale, he brings it. He's Albert Eiler-ish, but has his own flavorings going on. But yeah, No Business label, 2009, Charles Gale. Look for this one. It burns. Charles Gale. Next one, Billy Harris. I Want Some Water. Reissue on originally on Nimbus label. Came out originally. I wonder when this originally came out. I mean, it says 99, but there's no way. I'm sorry. Recorded April 29th, 1980. So if you're familiar with the Nimbus label, it's right in that pocket. Not as advanced or out as like Tapscott stuff, but really nice record. And Tapscott's actually on this, along with David Bryant, Everett Brown, Dawood Woods, and Ren Fuller on some vocals. But yeah, nice reissue. Billy Harris, I Want Some Water on Nimbus. Another one. All right, this was. I don't like the term grail, but this was something that I had thought I'd never find. Grasham Moncoeur the Third, Echoes of Prayer. This was something that I thought I'd never find. Like I said, 1974. Beautiful original copy. And I hate to say it, but I'm upon a couple of my first listenings of this, not that into it. It's a little busy, and I like free stuff, but maybe I need to give it more listenings. I mean, it has an incredible lineup just on the surface. You have Carlos Ward, Leroy Jenkins, Marvin Peterson, Carla Bley, Cecil McBee, Charlie Hayden, Beaver Harris, Gene Lee. Goes on and on. But not that into this right now. So I have to be more patient with it. I was really stoked to find it, but a little disappointed right now. But hey, that's the way the system works, right? What do you do? Next one, Chris McGregor, Piano Song Volume 2. Chris McGregor, the South African musician. This is just him on solo piano on the Musica label. So just some long tracks. This is recorded in Paris, 77. 2 songs on side 1, 9 minutes, 8 minutes, and then a 17-minute track. It's not out playing at all. it sort of borders the line of it's slightly experimental, but it's definitely very accessible solo piano stuff. So nice record, and very happy to find this one too. As I am with most things. I mean, most things I'm happy to find. I don't really, judge it so much. Speaking of Marvin Peterson, I got this one a while ago. This is Hannibal The Tribe on Kindred Spirits. Here's the back on the Kindred Spirits label. This one was originally recorded in '79, and this is a reissue of it that came out in I think like 10 years ago or so. Really nice record here. You have notable players: Billy Hart, Michael Cochrane, Bernice McKenzie, Art Webb on flute. Has a pretty big band. Spiritual leanings for sure. I don't know. I mean, it can maybe in the category of spiritual jazz, but that's ambiguous, obviously. So, Hannibal Peterson, The Tribe. Although technically this album is just from Hannibal. It's listed under Hannibal, not Marvin Peterson. There you go. Got this one, was happy to find this one. This came out many years ago. This is a comp of Tribe Records, a message from the Tribe, a gatefold double. So it's all stuff from the Tribe record, the Detroit label. Really cool package, great notes, and somewhere in here is they had a little magazine, but I don't. Oh, here we go. This came with a replica or a reprint of the original Tribe, or one of the Tribe magazines that actually came out in the '70s. Cool thing to have. All kinds of interviews and ads, like the exact magazine at the time. A repress of that. So if you know the Tribe label, this is a comp. I have a lot of these songs anyway, but I saw this copy and couldn't pass it up because when I originally came out, I should have got it and didn't, and it's just the way the law of the universe works sometimes. It comes back around, so I'm stoked on this. Great photos, too, of all these Tribe cats, Phil Rainlin and all those guys. Next one. This is a comp, another comp, but another various artists on the BBE label. This World Jazz Grooves. This, maybe you know this. There's a series called You Need This. There's maybe 3 or 4 volumes of this. This is a triple LP. And the main reason why I got it was slashed price at a local shop. But I really got it because on side A is a track from Billy Bang's Survival Ensemble, which is essentially an impossible record to find. I think the CD is out there. The other stuff I'm not familiar with, but this is really good. It's kind of like I would maybe categorize this collection as kind of a combo of kind of modal, spiritual, kind of experimental world jazz things all melded together. Very, very cool comp. I really just got it for the Billy Bang track, but it's a nice comp overall. So, and with Billy Bang, you can't go wrong, right? So, and again, it's called World Jazz Grooves on BBE, compiled by, I don't know who this is, Jean-Claude and Victor Kiswell. Cool comp. Yeah, that one. Next one, kind of staying in the world vein, and I'm gonna botch the name. It's Krykos Steffis Greek Fusion Orchestra Volume 1. There's a Volume 2 of this also, and I got turned on to this because I bought the Volume 2 for a friend. Just went for it because I thought he might like it. I didn't know anything about it. It turned out to be an amazing record. I ended up picking up the Volume 1. This is a compilation of this. He was a Greek composer. I think he's still alive. And it's called the Greek Fusion Orchestra. Very interesting music, beautiful stuff. it's kind of a combination of sort of avant-garde jazz a little bit mixed with Greek traditional music. Very evocative, has a world feel to it, but really it grooves. It's heartfelt. Really, really nice stuff. It's from the 70s. I don't know. I think it's just maybe 76 is when this stuff was recorded. It's on the Tarango Beat label. I don't know what else they may do. Really, really nice record. I highly, highly recommend this for jazz fans, but anyone who likes kind of groove, thoughtful music. Yeah, killer album. Let's see, kind of staying in the Eastern European, I should say. Michael Urbanic, tribute to Komeda. So, and this is on MPS. This was so it was a tribute to the filmmaker Komeda and the Polish filmmaker. And this is a really, really nice record. Michael Urbanic, he plays violin. You have Attila Zoller on here on guitar, who does a really nice job. Signe Seifert on violin. I know he did some stuff on NPS too. And Tomas Stanko is interesting too, because he's on this record, but he plays piano. And he plays trumpet on one song, but he plays piano on the rest of it. So I didn't know Stanko played piano. But this is the record, tribute to Komeda on MPS, and this came out in '76. Really, really nice record. Again, that MPS is a sort of a fusiony jazz, slightly classical elements to it. Here's another one, staying kind of in European. It's called Conversation. There's that glare again. So it's a trio with Tony Scott, who I know a lot of you know. He did a lot of he did that Zen for Meditation or whatever that one was called. I forgot. In the 70s, he did a number of these kind of Eastern flavor jazz records. Rudolf Dasik on guitar and Jiri Steven on flute, sax, and vocal. So it's a trio, no drums, on the Supraphon label out of Czechoslovakia. This was recorded in '81. Really cool record, interesting. It has some spare melancholic kind of moments. And then in some other tracks, it's a little bit more upbeat where there's a lot of interplay. But this is one of those, as they say, will reward repeated listening. Because I've only listened to it a few times and I need to more like sit there and really pay attention to it. But nice find. I love these European things. I'd like to get more of them. All right, here we go. Next one is Construct, the band Construct with Joe McPhee. I haven't even listened to this yet. I just got this 2 weeks ago and haven't had time to play it. And here's the gatefold on that one. So it's the band Construct, which I actually haven't even heard their music. I know about them, and I know a lot of people on the VC talk about them, but I've never even heard them. So they're doing this album with Joe McPhee. This was recorded in Istanbul, Turkey in 2014. So it should be a really challenging listen. It's on this Umlaut. I imagine that's the label Umlaut series. And it looks like this might have been, I don't know, it looks like it's a numbered pressing, but I can't really tell. But I don't care about that kind of thing. Again, I just care about the music. Construct with Joe McPhee. So I'll report back to you on how this one is. All right, this is funny. All right, I'm past the half-century mark in life, and I finally, after 25 years of listening to and buying jazz records, I finally got some Charlie Parker. This is for a lot of different reasons. I felt like I could never get the right thing. I was too picky about it. I found the perfect collection. This is one of these Savoy collections that doesn't have any repeats. All the Charlie Parker compilations. So many of them have repeats. They have, you know, four versions of the same song, and you know, multiples of on that same thing. This is a sealed copy that came out in '76. So and it's still sealed. I got this thing maybe 3 months ago and still haven't listened to it. I don't know. I'm just, for some reason, I want to break the seal. But I'll throw it on one day. But it's classic Charlie Parker. You have Miles Davis, Dizzy's on this, Sadiq Hakim, Tommy Parter, Max Roach. John Lewis is on some of this stuff, and it's just all these classic Charlie Parker. So I've always felt inadequate and like imposter syndrome that I didn't have any, like, how could I not have any Bird? You know, it's almost embarrassing. We all have our cross to bear, right? But yeah, I finally got this Charlie Parker. I feel like a real adult now. All right. Bird, I finally got some Bird. Stoked on that. Total change of direction. Then Lizzy Live 1980 in Tokyo, a double. I went for this because Lizzy is such an important band in my life, and I knew it'd be a bootleg kind of a thing. I'll just say straight out, the sound quality is horrible, and it was, apparently this was broadcast on Japanese radio, but it's a horrible recording. The mix is horrible. Phil Lynott, you can hear the vocals, he's way up front, and the music is way in the back. You can barely hear the guitars. As kind of a Lizzy completist, I'm okay with it. The cover shot shows the Brian Robertson era, but this isn't Brian Robertson era. Snowy White had already replaced him. This is on the Chinatown tour. So in that way, it's nice to have a live document of that tour. Although it's not good at all, but I'll keep it, of course. Although it's worth having alone just for the a live version of Killing of the Buffalo, because I've never heard a live version of that. But Phil's the man. I mean, I can't disrespect him, but you could hear. I mean, he still lived for another 6 years after this, but you could tell he just, it was uninspired performance. Disappointing, but no big deal, because the love will always be there for Lizzy. All right, we'll keep on going here. Lord Vicar. This is Fear No Pain. And look at this thing. It's like a book. You see that? I'm doing a shitty job of showing this thing. My coordination skills are really falling apart. Look at that. But yeah, this is Fear No Pain. It's like a book. It's like solid. It's a single album. Lord Vicar, heavy doom band out of Finland, on the Church Within label. I paid more for this than I normally would for anything, but it's because it's impossible to find. And Lord Vicar, they rule, hands down. All right, let's keep on going here. TModel Ford Blues 10-inch. TModel Ford on Fat Possum. It's just a duo of TModel Ford on vocal guitar and someone called Spam on drums. Haven't listened to this one yet, but it was cheap, and you know, I love this. I love Fat Possum kinds of things. Yeah. All right, this could be the find of the last many months. Let me take that off. So that you need to see this. Edgar Broughton Band Revolt 10-inch of 6 tracks, and 6 of them were recorded at the BBC 1970, and the other 2 were just as a radio broadcast. But yeah, and look at that, Edgar Broughton Band. I mean, if for those of you unfamiliar with Edgar Broughton, heavy, devastating, aggressive, heavily political British band. Again, I know I repeat myself in videos, but I don't like to compare. But you know, people talk about, you know, MC5 and Stooges and these aggressive, heavy, supercharged, very politically bent American bands, but Edgar Broughton slays all of that. Devastating, devastating music. If you don't know Edgar Broughton, look it up. This is a 10-inch. I don't know how. I don't think this is easy to find. I just got lucky. They did a live album called Live at Abbey Road. It's called Keep Them Freaks a Rollin'. Live at Abbey Road. I think it's 1970. That's incredible. Edgar Broughton kicks your soul in. Yeah. All right. Keep on going here. We'll just go through it. This is Leo Brouwer, Cuban guitarist, kind of classical guitar. Pick that one up. Luther Johnson on the Parisian or the Paris label, the black and blue label. This is really good. Luther Johnson. There was like 3 Luther Johnsons out there, and 2 of them actually played for Muddy Waters. So it can get confusing, but you know, blues rules. I know I said Edgar Broughton rules, but the blues rules, right? Keep changing my mind. Here's a blues comp, Ghost Town Blues on Mississippi. You hear, I mean, you got Booker White, Tommy Johnson, Willie Brown, Washington White, Willem Harris. It goes on and on. This is all stuff from Country Blues 1927 to 1952. Zana Kiss on Nonesuch. I'm not going to try to say so much about that because I'm not articulate enough, but a lot of you know this stuff. Okay. Jeffrey Jacobs. This is solo, kind of spare, haunting piano where he does some George Crumb work. This is from, what year is this? I think it's from 81 on the Orion label. Yeah, Jeffrey Jacobs on a solo piano. A couple more to go. Argo Part, the composer. I think he's originally from Lithuania. This is called Passio, and this is essentially, I thought it was more of like his classical stuff, but this is almost like an opera. It's all heavily themed on Christianity. You know, I think it's essentially the whole theme of this is the crucifixion. I'm not into religion at all. Not a fan at all, but religious inspired music can be inspiring. So this is interesting. I don't have anything like it. It's sort of like listening to an opera. Arvo Part. This is a double. 2014, this one came out. And last is, I just went for this because of the title. I didn't know anything about his Elos Haba, the Avantgarde Czech composer's profile. You can see that one. And of course, this says 1973. I don't know if this was an actual album or if it's a comp. I have no idea, but he was a Czechoslovakian composer. I don't know what his lifespan was. I think he actually started doing stuff in the 30s. So yeah, a nice range of stuff I picked up, lots to listen to, and I didn't really want to go this long. I want to get it quick so you guys get back to your life and don't have to listen to my ramblings and see my face anymore. But that was fun. I'm inspired to go buy more records now, actually, and any excuse I can get. But yeah, man, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. Maybe inspired you to look up something. But yeah, that's it. Take care. All right, later.